Hi yogis. It's coming into a comfortable kneeling position to begin today. Just give yourself a couple of moments to settle here. If kneeling isn't comfortable, you can take a seat, you can sit on a block or something you've got at home if that's more supportive. You might like to roll the shoulders up, back and down once, twice or 3 times. And close down the eyes and just shift your awareness to your breath. Notice the length of the spine and allow the breath to travel up and down. Quite a clear passage. Unobstructed and fluid. Taking this time to establish a pattern, a rhythm, a familiar hum. That will serve as a guide. That will pace your own movement. That you can keep coming back to center, to ground, to anchor. Now take 3 more breaths here, establishing this rhythm. You might even begin to incorporate your Ujjayi pranayama. Final breath in. Use that breath out to release any unnecessary tension. And blinking the eyes open. Open the arms wide and high. Palms touch overhead as you breathe in. Exhale, hands pull to heart, Anjali Mudra. From here you'll interlace the fingers. Flip the palms to the ceiling. Press the little fingers back as you open the heart. Fill the lungs. Exhale, round the spine. Push the palms forward. Feel the scapulas spread wide apart. A couple more like that. Breath in, little fingers press back, heart opens up. Breath out, spine rounds, scapulas spread wide apart. Once more, big breath in, open heart. Long breath out, round, round, round. Okay, we'll come to center once more, breath in. And then you'll take both of your arms over to the right, bend at the elbows and just slide that left elbow behind your skull. You might take a little bit of a lean here over to the right as well. Stay to breathe in. And to breathe out. Coming through center, breath in. Bend both elbows, take them over to the left. This time your right elbow is just behind your skull. Stay here to breathe in. Maybe a little deeper side bend as you breathe out. Nice. Hands come to center to breathe in. This time you'll open your wings and interlace your hands behind your back. I'm going to come side on here so you can see me. Take a breath in as you send the knuckles down and lift the heart up. And as you empty, you'll bow forward. Maybe maybe your forehead comes to the mat. From here, you can find some intuitive movement in your arms and shoulders. Maybe some circles or some semicircles, some figure 8s. Really allowing a little bit of lubrication in the shoulder girdle. A softening in the elbows is welcome as well. Just exploring your range here, exploring movement. Softening into the shoulders as much as you can. You're here for just 2 more breaths. Ujjayi in. and out. Last breath in. And long breath out. Releasing the hands. They come by your feet, and you'll just settle here for a moment as you breathe into the back body. Empty completely around the shoulders. Okay, back into that kneeling shape. Roll through the spine to sit up. Open the arms once more wide and high overhead. Exhale, palms will come back toward your heart. You're going to shift the fingers to face down, and then just begin to slide the outer edges of the hands along your mat. Your hips will lift up away from your heels, and you'll allow your heart to melt towards your mat. Option here is to bend up your elbows, taking your fingers either towards ceiling or the nape of your neck, your spine. Heart is melting here in your Anahatasana. You've got 3 breaths, Ujjayi in. Invite softening into heart space and thoracic spine as you exhale. You've got 1 more of those. Long breath in. Softening breath out. Okay, taking hands back to your mat, just as you had them before, still in prayer. You'll begin to glide forward. You might have to slide the hips back a little bit for your Sphinx Pose. Breath in, you might open your palms as you lift your chin, broaden into your collarbones. As you breathe out, palms will come to face down, toes will tuck. You'll press into your hands, spread your scapulas to lift yourself away from the mat for forearm plank. From here, yogis, take a moment to really press through palms and forearms so that you feel that space between your scapulas, almost a little doming in the upper back. We're countering what we found in our melting heart. Keeping that, as we breathe in, shift forward right to the tippy toes. As you breathe out, press back through the heels. You've got that, just twice more. Breath in, come forward right to the tippy toes. Breathe out to press back through the heels. Last time, big breath in, shift forward. Long breath out to shift back. Okay, knees will ground, hips will ground. Come back into that Sphinx Pose just for a breath in. Exhale, split the elbows and bow down. Okay, from here, yogis, you'll interlace your hands, and you'll just take the hands to the back of the skull. Taking a moment to really press the elbows back behind you, keeping the tops of the feet grounding, the little pinky toes pressing downward. Take a long breath in as you lengthen crown forward and then lift and squeeze elbows back. A long breath out as you lower. You've got that, just twice more. Ujjayi, breath in, you lengthen crown forward to lift back of skull up. Exhale, you're bowing down. You've got this 1 more time. Long breath in to lengthen and lift, really pressing elbows back. This time, exhale, hands come either side of your ribs. Slide the shoulders back and down. Lift the heart a fraction further. Exhale, downward facing dog. You can readjust the hands and feet. And when you do arrive, you're welcome to pedal into the legs for a little moment or two. Yeah, we spend a bit of time with the knees bound. So give yourself a moment to come into stillness. Soften at the knees as much as you need to here. And then give yourself a moment to reconnect with your breath. Find that ujjayi, that familiar pattern. Take 2 more there. Ujjayi, breath in. Ujjayi, breath out. Last one, breath in. And out. Okay, long, strong, and square. You're going to float your right leg to the ceiling. Deep breath in. And as you empty, pull that knee towards your nose. Really press the mat away with your hands. Stay here. Lift the knee higher as you breathe in.
and then step it between your hands. Spin the back heel down. We're coming up for Warrior One. Vira A, arms open wide and high. And as you empty, lengthen tailbone and interlace hands behind your back. Send the knuckles down to lift the heart up, breath in. Humble warrior as you empty. Right shoulder nestles inside right knee. You're really softening, letting the head and neck go here, yogis. Again, I'm protecting a microphone, so if my neck looks stiff, that's why. Ensure yours is soft. Keep drawing your right hip crease back. Stay here for one more breath in. A long breath out. Release the arms, come to Warrior One. Once more, breath in. And as you empty, open to Warrior Two. Little dance of the feet is welcome here. We're here for a breath. One in. Sink a little further as you deepen. Flip the front hand, the right hand, and take a reverse, but take hold of the right elbow with the left palm. Again, see if you can guide the right elbow behind your skull. Sink deeper into the hips as you breathe in. And then lengthen the legs. Come into a very gentle Trikonasana, keeping the arms as you breathe out. Send the pubic bone forward. Lean the sternum back. Stay here to breathe in. Lift that right kneecap, deepen as you breathe out. Again, reverse, breath in. Find that gentle Trikonasana, breath out. You've got that once more. Breath into reverse. Drawing that right elbow right back behind the skull. Breath out, final Trikonasana. Okay, you can release the arms to reverse. Breath in. Exhale, cartwheel hands to mat. Pop that back heel. It's a breath into high plank pose. And a breath out for your first chaturanga. Shift forward, slow this right down. Breath in for Urdhva Mukha, or maybe it's Bhujangasana. Breath out for Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Okay, again, you've got a breath here. And that's left side. Long, strong and square, left leg floats. Exhale, knee comes toward your nose. You're going to hold it there, lift it further to the face, breath in. Exhale to step. Drop that back heel down, all the way up, Warrior One, breathe in. Exhale, interlace behind. Keep drawing left hip crease back. Send the knuckles down to lift up. Exhale, humble. Stay low in the pelvis. Soften the head and neck here. All the way to Warrior One. Breathe it in. Warrior Two, little dance of the feet. Sink down and spread out. Stay here for a breath. And deepen. Okay, flip that left hand. Find reverse, but take right palm to left elbow. Draw left elbow behind you, breathe in. Exhale, just a gentle triangle. Stay here for a breath, this first round. Pubic bone forward, lean sternum back. Lengthen left side body. Reverse it. And triangle. This can be super gentle, or you can challenge yourself by coming a little deeper. You've got that just one more time. And inhale to reverse. And exhale to lengthen left side body. You unravel the arms for your final reverse. Exhale, cartwheel palms to mat. Yeah, you've got a breath in to find your high plank pose, to press the mat away, and a breath out for Chaturanga Dandasana. Shift forward to lift up, Urdhva Mukha, and press palms to lift sit bones for Adho Mukha. Again, you're here for a long breath and a long breath out. Okay, from your dog, yogis, take a long breath in as you lift onto the toes, soften the knees and look forward, and then spring or step between your hands. Take a half lift to open heart, shift the weight forward into the balls of the feet. Exhale to bow, Uttanasana. Again, press into the feet to come all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana, lift up, look up. Exhale, pull hands to heart. Interlace hands here, just as you've done at the beginning. Big breath in to send the little fingers back, draw the belly in. Exhale, sit back and down in your chair as you send the palms forward and really round. Okay, from here, yogis, stay low in your seat, but send fingers to sky for Utkatasana. Breathe in. Exhale, Uttanasana, bow. Find a half loop, Adho Utthana, lengthen. Exhale once more to high plank. You've got a breath in here. This is to really protract. Breathe in. Exhale, Chaturanga, shift forward to lower down. Urdhva Mukha, breath in. Adho Mukha, long breath out. Okay, yogis, Ujjayi in. Ujjayi out. Right leg floats. Long breath in. Exhale, knee to nose. Really hug it in, curl. This time it's scorpion. Keep the shoulders square. Roll the hip open, it's a twist. Exhale, knee to nose. Stay here now. Really hug the knee, press the mat away, breathe in. Now step between. Coming up for crescent lunge. Soften into the back knee, all the way up, breath in. And then adjust for Kali Mudra, your pistol grip. Okay, from here, yogis, as we breathe in, I want you to keep squeezing the elbows in the whole time. Try not to let the elbows come in front of your head. See if you can keep them back behind so that your ears are framed by your biceps. Big breath in, bend both knees deeply and bend the elbows. Squeeze the elbows in. Exhale, lengthen the back leg. Again, breath in, squeeze the elbows in. Breath out. You've got that one last time. Big breath in, squeeze the elbows in, soften the shoulders. Breath out, lengthen. From here, open the arms wide. We're coming into eagle bind. Left will come on top of right. It may be palms to shoulders, or perhaps it's Garudasana. From here, lift the elbows nice and high, and then draw them over to the right. So you feel this opening in your left front shoulder. So elbows are high and over to the right. Take a big breath in. Breath out, we're floating into Degasana. Find some stability there. Shoulders are square, but elbows are to the right. Belly draws in, you're coming through stork. Breath in. Breath out, Degasana. Keep those elbows pulling over to the right. You've got that twice more. Breath in. Make sure you're not looking at me right now. Breath out. Once more. Breath in. There's stork. Breath out. Degasana. Keep the elbows high and pulling over to the right. From here, it's a short step back. Unravel your arms. Legs are set up for pyramid. Palms kiss overhead. Exhale. Interlace hands behind you. Send knuckles down. Lift heart up. Breath in. Exhale. We bow with long side bodies. All the way down. Again, yogis, soften the head here. Soften tension in the neck. Press firmly into both of your feet and ensure that you are drawing that right hip crease backward in space. And then go ahead and lift that right kneecap. Stay here for one more breath in. And a long breath out. You'll begin to soften the standing leg as you release the arms. It's half moon pose. Launch forward a little. Big breath in as you peel left fingers and left toes to sky. And you'll stay here, again lengthening side bodies to breathe out. You can soften into the standing leg. You're tapping down long and light for reverse warrior. Option for that same variation. Option for full or almost Gomukhasana. Maybe the fingers bind, maybe they're nowhere near. Deep bend in the hips as you lean it back, reverse breathe in. Exhale, keep those arms. Trikonasana variation can be nice and light. Reverse, you've got it twice more. Deepen into the hips. Triangle can be pretty gentle. Gentle's the wrong word. Reverse, but not too deep. Last time into that triangle. Okay, from here you can release the arms. Reverse. Exhale, cartwheel hands to mat. You know this. High plank breath in. Chaturanga Dandasana, breath out. Urdhva Mukha and Adho Mukha. Downward facing dog. You've got a couple moments. 3 breaths. Ujjayi in. And out. 2. And 3. Okay, long, strong, and square. It's your left leg that floats. Breathe in. Exhale, knee to your nose. Scorpion the leg, keep the shoulders square. It's a twist, breath in. Exhale, knee to nose. Stay here, breath in, really squeeze it high. And then step through. We come up for crescent lunge. Inhale. You can soften your back knee and then find that Kali Mudra. Got a moment here. Remember, we're keeping the shoulders soft, the ears framed by our biceps. From here, breath in, squeeze the elbows in as you almost tap that back knee. Breath out, lengthen back leg. Twice more. Inhale. Squeeze the elbows in. Exhale. You've got that one more time. Breath in. And breath out. Okay, we're going for eagle. Right comes on top of left. Shoulders stay low. Elbows stay nice and high. Breath in. And then you're taking them over to the left this time. So they're high and to the left. So you can see forward and you're feeling an opening in the front of your right shoulder. Big breath in. Stegasana. Breath out. Stabilize. Shoulders are square. Belly wraps to spine. Breath in, stalk. Elbows come high. Breath out, Degasana. Keep drawing them over to the left. You've got that twice more. Stalk to breathe in. Degasana. Last round. Stalk to breathe in. Degasana to empty. Tapping down nice and short. Setting up for pyramid. Arms open wide and high. Exhale, you can take that interlace again, or this time you might come into your reverse prayer. Looks like that. Or instead you might find opposite wrists or elbows. There's a lift of the heart and then a lengthening of the side bodies. You've got a few moments here. Again, find length in the spine, a softening in the head and neck. Left hip crease is drawing back. Left kneecap is lifting. You're pressing firmly into both feet. The shoulders are away from the ears. Stay for one more breath in. And a long breath out. And begin to release hands, soften into left knee. Find half moon without thinking too much about it. Inhale, you expand. You stay here to empty. Soften into left knee now. It's soft and long. Tap down to come back. Maybe there's a Gomukhasana. Yeah, maybe you don't quite reach. Or perhaps you do. That's your breath in. Your breath out is to lengthen legs and find triangle variation. Twice more, reverse. And extend. Once more, reverse. Left elbow really comes behind skull. We empty. Release the arms to reverse. Exhale to ground. It's a breath in for high plank and a chaturanga dandasana to empty. Breath in for Urdhva Mukha. Breath out for down dog. Stay here to breathe in. And out. You're going to lift up high on your tippy toes, breath in. And then drop your knees to the mat. Find child's pose. Untuck toes. Hips come to heels. You're allowing your forehead to melt towards the mat here. Take a moment to notice your breath. To notice your heart rate. To notice the content of your mind and the urgency of your thoughts. Iyengar writes that yoga allows us to find an inner peace that is unruffled and unriled by the chaos of the world, the constant struggles and stresses of the external world. We've got 3 more breaths here to find that innermost point, that quiet, still place of refuge. A connection to breath and a softening of everything else. And you'll take a slow roll all the way back into that kneeling position that we've come to at the start of class. Okay, from here, you'll open the arms wide and high, just as we did at the beginning. You'll exhale, pull hands to your heart. Okay. Fingers begin to face downward, and we're going to slide the outer edges of the hands once more along the mat, lifting the hips, coming into this Anahatasana. Just work on narrowing the elbows a little bit and bending the elbows. Perhaps you did this the first time. Coming into this melting heart variation and allowing the thumbs to fall back towards the nape of the neck. The chin might ground here. You might even prefer to take this with the hips at the heels. We're here for just about 2 more breaths. Noticing sensation in the shoulder girdle. Last breath in. Long breath out. Nice. Releasing hands to mat and just walking yourself slowly back onto your knees. From here, yogis, we've got a couple of options. We've opened the shoulders and prepared the body for an inversion. Your first option is going to be your Dolphin Pose. The setup is going to be the same. Yeah, so there's going to be Dolphin, option to take a couple of little hops towards your Pincha, your forearm stand, or if you've got a headstand practice at home that you feel pretty safe with, you're welcome to take that. You've obviously got walls at home, but really, really encourage you not to kick up with straight legs into headstand. Yeah, to really try and find that little ball, that tight little ball with one knee to the chest or both knees to the chest. Yeah, otherwise, Dolphin is where we'll all go. So you'll take the elbows to the mat and take a moment to grip your biceps. That's going to give you a pretty good distance. And then you can take the palms either flat. That's what I'm going to suggest, especially if you're coming into some little Pincha kicks. If you really prefer for Dolphin to interlace the hands, you're welcome to do that as well. If you're taking headstand, you will interlace. From here, before we go anywhere, I want you to take a moment to press into your palms and forearms so you feel your scapulars move wide apart. You feel a spreading of your scapulars and again, a countering, a reversal of that sinking in the heart we found in our Anahatasana. So this time we're doming in the upper back. Spreading the scapulars, we're stabilizing the shoulder girdle by protracting. You're pressing firmly into your palms and forearms and elbows. You're protracting your shoulders. You're drawing your navel towards your spine. And then you're going to tuck your toes. If headstand's there, you're welcome. Otherwise, lifting your hips. Yeah? For Dolphin, you'll walk your toes towards your face, and then you'll hang out here. You might play with floating one leg at a time, coming nice and high onto your tippy toes. You'll notice the weight shifts forward a little bit. That's good to challenge yourself. And then dropping that leg and taking the other. Maybe that's what you play with. Maybe you want to play with a couple of little hops. Yeah, if you do so, you'll keep one knee nice and close to the chest. So perhaps I'm hopping with my left leg extended. I'll soften into my right knee, and then I'll just keep my right foot close to the ground as I gently hop with my left. Yeah? You've got a couple moments there. If Dolphin is where you're at, keep working on pressing into the forearms, protracting, same with headstand. I'm going to give you 3 or 4 more breaths to play. We're all going to meet in child's pose eventually, but you've got plenty of time to get there. Okay, when you're ready, it's child's pose. If you were in a headstand, you might just rock the head from side to side a little, massaging somewhat through the forehead. Take another moment to notice your heart rate, your breath rate. Begin to deepen and slow it down. And from here, we're going to just come into a bit of a shoulder opener, but we'll come to our bellies. So you can ripple forwards into this sort of Adha or half plank, and then just bend through the elbows to come all the way down. Most of you have taken this one with me before, so you'll come into your cactus shape or your goalpost shape with your right arm. You can come up onto your left fingertips. And then you'll roll onto your right side body, and you might rest your right temple onto your mat. This left knee can bend, and the left toes may or may not find the ground behind you. Yeah, they might not. It's It's a really nice variation in yin, especially to place something between the thighs here, maybe a bolster or even a pillow from your bed. But we're not here long. There's an option here as well, if you want a little more, to take the left hand to the left ankle and press the left ankle into the left hand. Almost a bit of an Ardha Dhanurasana. You're here for just 3 more breaths. Softening into right shoulder. Noticing where tension is arising, especially if you've got this little balance happening. Last breath in. And slow motion, ride the out breath all the way back to your belly. Okay, spend a moment or so just on your front body. You might stack palms beneath forehead. Feeling the press of the belly into the mat as you breathe in. And then we'll shift into the other side. Yeah, so you'll come into that cactus-like shape with the left arm. You'll come to right fingertips and you'll roll yourself onto left side body. Yeah, perhaps those right toes will tap down. Perhaps not. Perhaps it stays grounded. Maybe there's something between the thighs. Final option here is to take hold of that right ankle with your right hand. And press a little with a parallel right leg into the right hand. Softening as much as you can into that left shoulder, front of chest. You're here for just 2 more. And slowly rolling to release. Back onto the belly. And from here, yogis find Bhujangasana. Just a lift of the heart as you breathe in. And then you'll press back into Child's Pose as you breathe out, just transitionally. From your Child's, you'll roll through the spine, shift the hips to one side, and you'll just take the legs out in front and we'll find soles of feet together for Baddha Konasana. Yeah, from here, you can decide how close or how far away the heels are to the groin. You'll take a breath in to lengthen and a breath out to keep that length and to come forward. You can come forward any amount, find your edge. And towards that edge, you can really allow the spine to round if you'd like to. We're here to open into the outer hips, to allow a rounding in the spine, the heaviness in the head, a softening into the shoulders. You've just got 2 more breaths. Ujjayi in and out. Final breath in. Honor the breath out and stay. And you'll slowly roll through the spine. To come up, you can use the hands to guide the outer legs in. You might need to shift on your mat a little bit, and you're coming all the way down onto your backs. Knees can be drawn in toward the chest for a moment as you find a T shape, and then allow both knees to fall all the way over to the right side. You might take that right hand atop your outer left thigh. You're just here for 2 breaths, Ujjayi in and out. Last breath in and out. Through center, squeeze the knees, the inner thighs towards one another, and then allow knees to fall over to left side, grounding or anchoring through right shoulder. Just 2 breaths. Using the belly, drawing the knees back towards center. You can hug them into the chest for a moment or 2. If you really like a happy baby, you're welcome to find one. And it's from this shape that we will open out into our final resting pose, ensuring that you don't sell yourself short, that you allow yourself at least a few minutes in your final Shavasana.